EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down now. It's Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And some room to maneuver. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It was like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The counter, Hunt. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. The throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jones counted out his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
1st down, Bengal.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Bengals nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. Check.
On first down, Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Broncos 14. Bengals nothing.
Touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Bootleg. Making the catch is Sternberger. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
Now Burrow. Right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. To the air again, Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the posts.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the run, he'll let this is caught at the 20. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised if...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Nothing in that first half. Nothing on the last drive. But they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, Burrow, and he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Sting, don't.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, reach 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here comes Westbrook. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. Just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down is Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Zone now. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Burrow going to throw again. away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.